poi ai biglietti.
Oh, yes. The organizing committee boasted that they sold 300,000 tickets in the first 6 days of sales, and they were so excited about that they opened up a new special window from February 25th to 27th. You have to have an account on the ticketing platform to take part. If sales were so great, why they need to open up another ticket window means to me that sales weren't so great.
See, I disagree. I think they didn't have that window open because they didn't want to not sell tickets and then make it look like, "Oh, we have extra days." I think this is like, "Oh, we did sell a good amount." I mean, 300,000 I think is pretty good for that first round of a Winter Olympics, so let's keep momentum.
We will agree to disagree on that. The AP reported that they have 1.5 million tickets available for the games. They only sold 20% in this first
Okay.
round.
Okay,
So
fair.
I just am like, not sure if tickets are going. On Location has put up hospitality packages for sale. They will have hospitality houses in Milano, Cortina, and Livigno. Expect fancy space. They will have the traditional Italian aperitivo, an Olympic museum exhibit, among other hospitality experiences. Milan's clubhouse will be at the historic Dazzi Milano venue. Packages start at €200. Clubhouse 26 Cortina will be a chalet-style lounge at Ristorante Cinque Torri in Cortina. They're going to have packages that will have guaranteed access to curling and women's alpine. Prices start at €225. Packages for Clubhouse 26 Livigno include tickets to freestyle skiing and snowboard. Those prices will start at €325. All prices exclude VAT tax. On Location also has a winter essentials package with guaranteed cat seat tickets to ice hockey and other extras like a gift, privileged access to the megastore, snack and drink, all that kind of fun stuff. Packages will start at €150. All 16 disciplines will have in-venue hospitality spaces as well. Chef Carlo Zari will be the culinary director for the hospitality program. He is known for his Piedmont region cuisine and particularly with working with truffles. He's no stranger to the Olympics and Paralympics. He has been chef for several previous games, most recently Vancouver 2010.
And if you remember, Milan Cortina has a Prosecco sponsor.
That's right.
So I'm wondering if there will be much Prosecco flowing in all these hospitality suites.
Would not be surprised. Your après-ski Prosecco?
Now you're mixing languages.
Well, hey, there you go. Torch relay applications have opened. There will be 10,001 torchbearers for the Olympic relay and 501 for the Paralympic relay. They're taking applications. We'll have a link for that in the show notes. Little key facts and figures about the Olympic torch relay. The relay is going to be a 63-day, 12,000 kilometer journey, hitting all Italian regions and all 110 provinces of the peninsula. Starts on 26th of November 2025 when they light the flame in Olympia. The flame it travels around Greece for a little bit and comes to Rome on the 4th of December. Stays there for a couple days. Then we start the mega relay. It comes to Cortina on the 26th of January, finishes its journey in Milan on the 6th of February. Coke and Eni are the sponsors, so expect Coca-Cola stuff all along the route. For the Paralympic Torch Relay, the lighting will be in Stoke Mandeville in the UK, the birthplace of the Paralympic movement. It will travel 2,000 kilometers in 11 days from the February 24th to the 6th of March. And they're going to do something similar to like what Paris 2024 did and spread it. The flame goes out in multiple directions and comes back in. From February 24th to March 2, there will be 5 flame festivals in Milan, Turin, Bolzano, Trento, and Trieste. And then there will be a ceremony in Cortina on the 3rd of March to unite all those flames. On March 4th, the flame will go to Venice and Padua. And then finally to Verona on the 6th for the opening ceremonies. Allianz is the partner for the Paralympic Torch Relay. There's so many. I wonder what it's like to work on the Torch Relay and organize all that stuff.
Complicated.
We have a little update in our Slidingnovela. So excited about this.
You know what I was really shocked at for the ticket sales? They were selling sliding tickets.
Well, of
When
course, because the venue will be done. My hope is that if the venue is not done, the tickets they have sold are transferable in a way, like the places that they had put different categories of seating also transfer in the same numbers of categories for seating to Lake Placid.
But if you're going to Italy, you're not gonna use those sliding tickets.
No.
But yes. So are we gonna have a venue?
Oh, of course we are going to have a venue. Il Fatto Quotidiano reports that the group Open Olympics 2026 has made complaints about transparency. And they say that less than a year from the games, only 10% of construction sites have been completed. In 6 out of 10 cases, there is no environmental impact assessment. And a third of the works are supposed to be ready from April 26 to July 2032. I didn't understand that element, to be honest, because it was a Google Translate of this article because it's an Italian newspaper. Simico, the construction manager, issued an angry reply saying, and this is a hat tip to Rich Perlman over at the Sports Examiner for this translation. Quote, the report released by the activists leads to unacceptable exploitation. The data published online with maximum transparency and therefore available to all citizens say in a clear and incontrovertible way that the Olympic Works plan is in line with the schedule. The construction sites of the sport works proceed in full compliance with the established timing, in some cases in advance, and all will be completed before the games. To say otherwise is not only false, but absolutely defamatory. End quote.
I think somebody sounds like he needs some prosecco.
Yes, well, passionate, passionate protest, passionate response to protest.
And this is kind of like, why are we even talking about this? Because no kidding, this was gonna be a problem.
Right. And of course, the construction manager doesn't want to be embarrassed.
What is he gonna say? "No, we're not gonna be on time? No,
Right.
the
Right.
venues aren't gonna be finished when you show up?"
Right. And granted, other sources have pointed out that Milan did have the problem of the COVID-19 pandemic, and so they were delayed in a lot of stuff that they could do. But being delayed because of the pandemic, plus having a culture and history of not getting stuff done very well, those 2 don't mesh. So it's gonna be really tough.
I mean, Italy got hit early and hard
Yes.
with COVID, so they did, but sounds like we should pack some WD-40 and some, duct tape. Because one, if it moves and it shouldn't, duct tape. If it doesn't move and it should, WD-40. Solves any problem with construction.
The AP reports that there was a transport strike during the short track test event. So the organizing committee is in negotiations to prevent transport strikes during the games, which they desperately do not need transport strikes, especially when they're trying to get people up in the mountains. And there have been a lot of stories about how difficult it will be to get around the mountain venues. The AP did note that Italians tend to strike on Fridays. There are 3 Fridays in an Olympic Games.
Have they been talking to the French?
Hope so.
But you know what? The French also have a very big reputation for striking and for protests,
Mhm.
and we didn't have that. So I'm hoping it's all kind of sound and fury signifying nothing in the run up.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Because again, I mean, you want to make a statement on one hand, but again, the Paris 2024 workers did get bonuses and they got some pay in there. There were negotiations and that worked out for the workers. So don't know what's going to happen in Italy. Last little bit of news, we got accredited for
Hooray for
Milan
us.
Cortina. Yes, hooray for us. Unfortunately, we can't afford to go right now. That's flat out, we can't afford to go. So we're going to do what we can to raise some money and try try to get there. I kind of at a loss for what to say in this situation because it's pretty grim after working on my taxes right now. It's really bad. And
Well, we'll see what happens. We have a year. We have things in the pipeline, we hope, and let's see how it looks.
Right. So, be on the lookout for fundraisers coming from us. Also, it would help if free stuff that you can do is tell your friends about the show, have other people listen, and we just really need to build our listenership, and that's flat out what has to happen in order to help us reach some goals that we need to set financially. So, hopefully, we will go to Italy. It may be Lake Placid. It may be Couch. We'll see what
We'll
happens.
see what happens. It'll be an adventure. It always is.
Hmm.